Hello guys, my name is Mr. Gopal Verma and we are started UI technologies courses and in this session we learn like HTML, CSS and BOOTSTRAP. This type question we learn in this session and first of all we started some basic question. Some basic question like what is UI technology and some other question what is web and web server, web page, website, and web application, software application, URL and URI, internet database server. This is a basic question, and we are going to interview and some asking this type of question on UI interview. First question we learn a UI technology. First, what is UI technology? UI technology user interface. UI means just present your content, present presentation, and present your business on web page. And, web page and website. This called as a UI technology. Second question we are discuss what is web. Actually, web is a this point we collected them some yeah yeah web is a portion of internet with restricted access and Tim Berners-Lee introduced the concept of web. It used the basic mechanism called as request response. Web standards are maintained by a group called W3. W3. This is a website. This is a maintain all websites, and this called as a W3C and World Wide Web. This type of this type rules we see in this website W3 website. Next question is what is web server? Reassemble both hardware and software. It satisfies the client request by sending receiving data. The popular web server are Microsoft IIS and JBoss etc. In this we learn Java, we learn HTML, CSS. In this session, we are using a web server, Microsoft IIS. This is a local web server. You install on your machine, and we learn and after some days. And fourth question, what is a web page? What is a web page? Web page contains some points here, and we are discuss because this type question this type is we know very easy, but if we sometimes we don't know this type question. And what is web? So a web page is a hypertext document. A web page is a hypertext document that provides an UI from where user can interact with resource present in website. The web page are classified into two types. Basically, web page is classified into two types. First, static page and dynamic page. Static page means every request content not be changed, and this is generally we learn we heard this type definition. And what is actually is in this technology in this technical language, the term static refers to continuous memory, that is the memory allocated for the first object will sum for all others object. means we create an object, static object, and that object we allocated some memory, and again created some object. This is a programming. Some in the starting is feeling like difficulty this type of definition. Then ahead we learn in details, no problem. And second point, a static page contains same information to display across any number of requests. They have a extension .html. It means we are see in the many websites static page like login page, registration page. Every user has been requested on the websites, then output receives same, the login page and registration page. And dynamic page, second dynamic page, the term dynamic refers to decrease decreted decreate memory sorry decreate memory, that is the memory newly allocated for every object. It means when we create a object, so every object is allocated in memory separate, and in the static page we never allocated the separate memory. Over that overlap that content. In this dynamic page we created objects, and every object allocated some different memory allocation. Second point, it will be continuously dynamic page generate response to customize to every client request. It means depend on the our data, like after login we different user, and we entered some different user id, and then we received some output. The type is different output we received, that called is a dynamic page. And they have extension like aspx ASP.JSP etc. This is a server-side language we learn in the .NET courses. Okay, fine. Next question, 5 number questions. What is website? We learn a web. We learn a web server. And third is what is website? Generally, we heard and we learn what is a many person asking what is the website. We generally give an answer a website is a collection of web page. This is a normal, not any, but we are collecting some point about this. That is a some technical. In the technical language, we learn that type. Yeah. Actually, website is a virtual directory. Website is a virtual directory on web server. It provides access to resources present in physical directory. Hence, every website comprises of virtual and physical path. How to create new website on local IS? That is a different point, but this definition is correct about what is a website. Generally, what is a website? Website is a virtual path. Yeah. Not a collection of. We also say that website is a collection of web page. But in the technical language, this type of definition we learn standard types. Website is a virtual directory. This is a correct and static websites. Next question, and this point is how to create a new website on local servers. We learn we learn on the HTML. That time we learn how to create a website on local IS. And second question, what is a web application? What is a web application? This types of what is a web application? Web application is nothing but it allows yeah web application it, web application allows interaction to user. It have a ability to generate a response for request made by client. Because every web application client we request and given some response and output, that we called a web application. And next question is, what is a software? What is a software? This type is this type of question we heard. So I'm thinking we are thinking so much easy, but it's not a good answer. Not given a good answer and professional answer. That's why we are discussing some points about this questions. This type of question very basic. About this point, we collected some points, and so a software application that is designed according to client requirement that require it is known as a software application. Yeah, a software application that is designed according to client requirement is known as a software application. Second point, a software that is designed according to market requirements is known as a software product. Actually, two types software applications: product, software product, and software application. And we learn discuss about this details. The software and product application are classified into following types, like desktop application, web application, distributed application, mobile application, and 2D and 3D gaming application, and actually intelligence application, and IoT application. IoT means Internet of Things. This type of application, and so many types of application. But in the UI, we learn in this session web application, and in this created this application, we learn so many technologies. But in this session, we learn in the UI technologies, we learn a web application. And second question, what is URL and URI? This question is very basic, and we in the going to interview UI interview and asking some this type basic question. Is mostly asking this type question. So what is URL? And URL means the URL means a uniform resource locator. Is a virtual path generated by web server in order to access the resource from website. Definition and syntax like we learn HTTP and colon slash slash. This is local host and folder name and page name. We learn this we created on the web page, and all these things we learn that. Second is URI. URI means a uniform resource identifier used to identify a location within a page. And we discussed about this learn in ahead, don't worry. And at this time we see overview on syntax: HTTP local host folder name and home.html. And this type we learn is mobile. sometimes we see that on the website some option is click and redirecting on the same page, but particular that topic we learn, don't worry, we learn a head point also. Yeah, internet is reassemble a wide area network that connect computer all over the world. That is internet, because yeah, that is a possible to connect all our India's through internet. This is a between this is a middleware connector. Next question is what is base of database. Database we no need to learn in the UI technology, but this type is but this is a basic question. What is database? Database some SQL server, Oracle server, and we learn some technologies language like .NET, Java. That time we learn what is a database. In UI technology, we don't need a database about knowledge database, because this is a backend process. The UI interface that says present your content, present your data in the website interface. But collect some point about this. Yeah, the database server is a location where the data is maintained for the application. Database server is location where the data is maintained for the application. Second point, the data is designed and configured by using various database software like Oracle, SQL, MySQL, etc. This is a software. And the responsibility of database server are recovery, backup strategy, recognition, high availability, and performance. Yeah, this is a responsibility for a database, and we registration and login, and that detail submit on the database, and we learn and have some different database servers like Oracle, SQL, MySQL, etc. Java people's using a Oracle database service, database server, and many have a many others database server, and .NET people, so we learn SQL server. Okay. Okay guys, this is a some basic question, and this is a first session in this UI technology, and ahead we learn start HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap, and some days ahead we learn JavaScript and jQuery also. So guys, if you like this, if you interested this session, and so like this video and comment if I have any doubt, and what is changes in this session, then comment also, and please guys subscribe this channel. Thank you.